This is a video about how to use Book Bounty. I am going to assume you've already signed up for an account, but how does it work? After you sign up for an account, you can review other authors' books, and also you can submit your book and request to have reviews for it. How do you find books to read and leave reviews for? After you sign in, you want to go to Bounty Library. It will come up on the left hand side. You can filter all the books, and you can also do different bounty types. If you want to get verified purchases, which is what you want probably 90 to 100% of your reviews to be, you want to focus on the free promotions as well as verified purchase. Also, Help a Hunter sometimes has it, like here's a requires purchase for $2.99. These are the books that have been out requesting reviews for a while, and there is a little bit more points added to them. They've added extra bounty points to sweeten the deal for your help. When I want to do unverified reviews, I will sometimes go here as well and look for the free downloads. As you can see, it's 1,400 there, but if you go to the free downloads, a lot of them are going to be like 1020, 1100, so just a couple hundred extra points, but it does help out. And these points will help when you want to request for reviews for your books. And on the left-hand side again, you can request, filter by certain marketplaces. If you can get reviews from different countries, here's one that's worldwide, but then you can also request, if they only want Amazon.com reviews, you can filter it there. And then you can filter by genre and also language. Do Spanish, you can do all the ones in Spanish. One thing I do, remember that Amazon only allows 6 unverified reviews per week. I'm currently filming this in December of 2025 in case that changes in the future. You can do some unverified reviews on this website. However, remember what else you leave reviews for. Like if you read books on your own time on Kindle Unlimited, those are going to be unverified reviews. And you don't want to max that out. I've never maxed it out. I don't know if you get warning messages or if Amazon just won't post your review. So just remember that. And then if you have the Publisher Pro account, only the first 6 can have an unverified review. If you go for your 7th in the week, you have to pick one that's going to be verified. And again, this is as of December. Book Bounty is always making changes, so that might change in the future too. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, but also you can click this message icon on the bottom right and start an email thread with the customer service team, and they're very responsive. So the next one is how to add your own book. Now you go to My Books on the top, and then you just want to click New Book. And then you want to fill out all the information. Now the type of bounty, the standard is going to be the unverified, like the free download, or when I showed you the Help a Hunter. Kindle Unlimited, unverified, pretty self-explanatory. The verified purchase is what you're going to want to select 99.9% of the time, unless you don't have an ebook. If you only have a paperback, you pretty much have to do the standard. It does not hurt you at all if you choose too many of these. So down here, you want to just type in your ASIN number. In order to find the ASIN number, just pull up your book, or you can go to your KDP dashboard. From the Amazon page, you can go to the URL, and then the B0 number, you just double click and then copy, and then go back to Book Bounty, paste it there. You will need to upload a front cover image for your ebook. I have seen though, if you don't have the ebook version, I have seen people upload just the PDF of their paperback. I am not a fan of how that looks, but it gets the job done. If you're in that situation, I'd recommend just taking 10 extra seconds, cropping it down so you only see the front cover. It just looks more professional because I don't know about you, but when I'm looking for a book, I want a front cover that really grabs me. And then you can select the genre. As you can see from before, these genres are what's going to be filtered. To be honest, when I search for a book, I never filter by genre. I'm not sure if I'm the norm or not. And then your language. And then you want to copy paste your book description and then submit for approval. One mistake I made in the past, make sure you have your book approved before you sign up or have your book in a free promotion. Approval is usually pretty fast. I've done it as quickly as a few hours, but one time, the first time I had a book bounty that I wanted to submit, I was so excited. I already had my free promotion ready to go the next day, but my book wasn't approved yet. And so I pretty much lost like a day of free promotions and I just got stressed. It's not the end of the world, but I was stressed out. So make sure this is approved before you get your free promotion scheduled. Now, the main reason that I picked Kindle Unlimited is just because, well, I focus on verified purchase reviews, but if my free promo has ran, it's like a month later, I'm all out of free days for the verified purchase. I either one, do the paid ones, or two, I just like, let's just get a Kindle Unlimited review, request a review, and see what happens. So that's my main reason, variety, but I still focus on the verified purchase reviews. How do you submit a request for someone to read your book and leave an honest review, aka a bounty? So once your book is approved, you are going to want to go to start a review bounty underneath the book that you want it for. And then this screen will pop up. Recommended days based on your page length. I have learned if you select a different number of days, the point value will change. It's not by much, but in my opinion, every little bit helps. And then the marketplace, you want to request a specific marketplace. I will say, based on the plan that you have, these numbers on the right-hand side might change. And then the bounty type. Do you want Kindle Unlimited? Make sure if you choose Kindle Unlimited, it was on the book that was approved. You can always edit your book later, but it'll just take more time. Free promotion. This is where it's at. If you want to do one where people have to spend money, just select the price of your book. But the free promotion, and then down here, you want to select the end date for your free promo. Now this is super, super important. Another mistake I made. You send the bounty. However, that is only for one potential review. If you want to get like 3 reviews on your book, you need to set up 3 different bounties. Super important. The very first time I did this, I thought this was just going to be unlimited. No, 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 no. So, and why am I saying requested review? Now, it is not guaranteed, but you will get a review most of the time. For some reason, they might not finish it in time, or there's a number of different reasons. Now, when someone claims your book and says, yeah, I'll read it, I'll leave a review, no problem, you will get an email. Okay, now to leave a review, you want to make sure to go to Amazon, and you also want to make sure to go to Book Bounty. And this is a mistake I've made before, so I'll share. But from Amazon, just go to the book. If you're reading Lewis Howes's book, Make Money Easy, go to write a customer review. You might have to sign in and just leave the review. It's very important to copy the review that you left because you're going to need to insert it into Book Bounty. The mistake I've made a couple times, I get so fast, I get so excited, I just submit my review, but I'm like, wait a minute, I need to tell Book Bounty that I left a review. What am I going to do? So the person will still get credit for the review. They'll still see it, but you won't get credit for reading it. So that's not very fun. So I recommend either having like a notepad out or just copy paste directly from Amazon to Book Bounty. and Book Bounty will ask for the review. They will ask for the number of stars that you left. They will not ask for the title. So you don't need to remember that. Well, as of filming this, they don't ask for the title. So just remember that. But to go to your bounty, to leave a review, you just go to My Bounties and select the book that you're going to leave a review for and just follow the instructions. And after the review is approved by Amazon, you will get an email. Make sure when you're leaving these reviews, don't do it before you go on a 2-week vacation where you're not going to have any Wi-Fi, because in order to get full credit, you're going to need to prove that you left the review. The email will show a link for the review. You're going to need to copy that and then paste it into Book Bounty where they ask for it. Or Book Bounty may ask for an email. Regardless of the way they ask, clear instructions will be given. There is a time deadline, but it is more than enough time to paste in or get your review approved by Amazon. It is about 10 days. Typically, I get mine approved in Amazon around 3. So if you're seeing Book Bounty, the book's been there a while, I did this before, I forgot to leave a review or something happened on the other side. It was like day 9. And I was like, I left a review. I know I did. What's going on? That wasn't very fun. So just make sure you check your email. And again, if you're going to be gone, plan for not doing book reviews. I went on a week-long vacation out of town, and like the week before, I was very selective on the books that I chose, so I knew that I'd be able to fulfill all my agreements, because it's not very fun as an author to see someone claim your book and then to not get the review. And I've had this happen. It doesn't happen very often, like I've said before, but it happens. With that said, I want to talk about best practices for reviews, for leaving reviews. And I'm going to leave some links down below, but Amazon does remove reviews. Amazon does take privileges away. You have to be careful. Please take your time leaving reviews. Don't create obvious fake reviews. Take your time. I know we're all excited to get as many reviews as possible, but when it comes down to it, think about the customer. You want to give the customer of this book the best experience possible. Don't think about yourself, think about the customer, and just slow down if you have to and just take your time. This article talks more in detail about, I talked about the free download reviews, just limit them, stick to 1, 2, maybe 2 per week. I agree. And then again, back to all about the customer. Why does Amazon remove reviews? Many different reasons. Amazon, no matter if you do KDP, merch, purchasing, whatever, they're all about the customer. Amazon goes through deleting reviews all the time. They come like in batches, it seems like. And I know a lot of them have been removed in November, December of 2025. So if you're wondering why that might have happened to you, I recommend just reading through these articles. Again, they'll be linked below. I hope all this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, or feel free to contact Book Bounty. I know they're very, very responsive. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk soon.